Hey you guys, this is Priestess Infinite Prime coming with you with a video to talk about the imbalance of the masculine and feminine energy here on the earth, and that right now energetically we are definitely the vibration of the earth is rising, and with this rising we have to rise with it. And one of the basic things that really need to be resolved is the imbalance of the masculine and the feminine energy. Okay, so we can liken this to the yin and yang symbol. Okay, so I'm gonna just show y'all my little notes real quick. Now, this right here is yin and this is yang. Okay, so you've got, for the yin energy, it's feminine. It would be considered negative. It is passive, intuitive, dark, night, cold, soft, slow, moon, creative, and watery. Okay. Then for the yang is the symbol, the white symbol with the dark dot in the middle. And it's positive, masculine, active, logical, light, day, hot, hard, fast, and the sun energy and dry. Okay, so you see the yin energy is moon, the yang energy is the sun. Okay, and this plays out and manifests here on the planet as masculine and feminine, man, woman, right? Male, female. Okay, so what has happened with our people, especially our people, the indigenous people, is that it's just been knocked all out of whack. Okay, they have put us in a box of just perpetual ignorance of ourselves and our divinity. And what I want to share with you guys is a way to get back to our divinity. Okay, there is too much yang energy. Okay, and masculine energy, there's just too much of it. Okay, there are men who are just too masculine, and there are women that are also going along with being too masculine. Okay, masculine energy is active energy, it's penetrating, it is narcissistic energy. Okay, a feminine energy is more so passive, it's cold, it's watery, it's sensitive, it's intuitive, and it's softer energy. It, like I said, you've got masculine action, and feminine is intuitive. Okay, so what happens when there's too much action? What happens when there is too much aggression? Okay, it becomes chaotic. We are in a patriarch society, and it is just it's wreaking havoc on the earth. Okay, if you look at it, the masculine energy is penetrating. What have they been doing to the earth? Penetrating the earth, digging it up of all of its minerals, of its gold, of its oil. I mean, everything. Burning, fires, war, like it's just too much. Now, I want to express to everyone that masculine energy is not bad, okay? Neither is feminine energy. But we're coming into a space where there needs to be a balance, okay? Because it has been far too much masculine energy, and it's giving us problems. It's giving us problems in our neighborhoods, communities. It's giving us problems with our children. It's giving us problems with ourselves, because each individual is a masculine and feminine principle. Okay, and each of us needs to be balanced. Okay, because there's a problem with too much feminine energy too. The problem with too much feminine energy, what's feminine energy? Is passive, it's sensitive, it's intuitive. Okay, but if you have too much feminine energy, then you become a lunatic. Okay, the moon, because you're ruled by the moon. You're going to be having attitudes, irritable, angry for no damn reason, clingy, two like codependent energies. It's like it's an empathic energy, like that's just too empathic. You're picking up on too many signals of too many energies, and it's not to your benefit. So I just want to talk about how we need to get back to this right here. How do we get back to this though? Because you've got the music telling us that women ain't shit. You got the music telling us men ain't shit. You've got society just totally separating the man from the woman, because it is perpetuated upon us not seeing the full spectrum of the divinity of the man and the divinity of the woman. Okay? And that poses a problem. Now, I'm going to talk about just some ways of how we can fix that. Is, you know, for the feminine energy, it needs to be balanced by, she needs to take more action in her life and not letting life happen to you, right? Implementing the yang energy. So that means that for those who are too feminine, have too many feminine principles, because also men could have too much feminine energy, and it has nothing to do with sex. Okay, I'm not talking about gays, transgender, none of that shit, because that is not my forte. That is, I don't agree with what's going on right now on the planet with all this weirdo fluid shit. So if you have a problem with me say that, please click off of my video. I don't care, because what is being presented to the world right now is confusion, and it's the last thing we need, because we need to come into balance. Okay, so you need to be more organized. Okay, empathic people need to learn how to and fuse the yang energy of being more organized. Okay, and being like letting your yes be yes and your no be no. Now, excuse me, how do we go about being more, implementing more yang energy? Is to be putting up boundaries. Okay, the reason why empathic people have such hard times on this planet is because we don't put up boundaries, and because we don't put up boundaries, we end up getting walked all over. Now, you're constantly pouring out and giving of yourself and making yourself extremely available, too available, at the discretion of anyone who you see needs your help or whatever, because the empath loves to be needed. Now, that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because it's like you kind of find your self-worth through how much somebody needs you, as opposed to seeing yourself as someone that is important and like living your life and your purpose. You're always searching outside of yourself for your purpose of whatever somebody needs you for. So you can see how this can be detrimental to your life. It was detrimental to my life. I am an empathic individual, and my life was just a wreck because I didn't understand these concepts. So I'm sharing it with you guys. I was extremely unorganized. My house was a mess. I was never able to get anything together. And I always just thought like something was wrong with me. Like, why am I having such a hard time with this? Like, what is wrong? But when your ass is always trying to help somebody else out and do stuff for other people all the time, and it doesn't have to be physical. It's not like I was out ripping and running the streets, running errands for people and all type of stuff. It's about people drawing off of your energy, okay? Which ends up being the narcissistic side. The narcissist and the empath, oh boy, they just love each other, and they are so toxic for each other, okay? So a lot of narcissistic people, of course, were drawn to me, like, oh, this girl want to help. She loved to love people and help people, and me not understanding my power and my divinity ended up being just the welcome mat for all the narcissistic people, men and women alike. It didn't matter. Just drawing in friends and relationships that were completely toxic for my energy, because it was just a lot of people pulling off of me, wanting advice, wanting to talk to me all the time, and talking about their problems all the time. Because empath, we're going to attract people that want to tell us their problems all the damn time, because we naturally have a healing energy, even if you don't know it. A narcissistic person may not even know what it is about you, but their energy understands what you are, and so they become drawn to you. And guess what? Your energy is drawn to them, and that's why you're drawn to them, because you're like, oh, they need me. I love to be needed. I feel like I'm somebody when someone needs me. And the narcissist is like, oh my God, I just love that this person loves me. And I just love that they give me so much attention. But they're not really into you. They're not necessarily like your friend. It's just that it's this toxic energies of two imbalanced people clinging to each other, which becomes a codependent relationship. Okay, so the empath needs to learn to forge their own pathway, find out what they love to do, find out what their passions are and their purpose here on this planet, and implement that. And that is how their empathic energy will glow. And that's where they will become their divine self. Okay? For the narcissistic person or the overly masculine person, how they step into their divinity is understanding that they are not the be all end all, and that not to be so self-absorbed, and to understand that other people matter too, right? And to see the divinity in others, and to see the value in others instead of just placing all the value on themselves. To see that other people are important, right? And not just something to be used, but to be appreciated. So it's about taking accountability. The empath is really going to be the one to help to shift the consciousness of the world, because the narcissist or the overly masculine energy is not going to be able to fix this. You see what it has done. It's too self-centered. It's too I, me energy, okay? It's going to take the empathic energy to balance themselves, which is mostly, of course, feminine energy, right? Once she balances herself, she'll be able to step into her divinity, and then the narcissist will end up learning the lessons from all of those feminine energies that finally come into balance with themselves, and they will be able to see the divinity in them, and they will be able to shift. But it's going to take the feminine energy to do it first, because if that was the case, through this patriarchal energy that we've been living in for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years now, it would have already been fixed. But there's not enough feminine energies coming into balance with themselves in order to help to make the shift for everything to come into balance, right? Because the planet is feminine. She is Mother Earth. So you need more mothers to come into balance so that everyone can come into balance. Think about the responsibility of the woman. It's a whole lot. Raising and rearing children, keeping the house together, organization, nurturing. We're nurses, we're healers. We have a lot of responsibility, and we have to balance our energy so that we can help the planet and also bring back the union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because it has been separated for a really long time because people are not seeing the value. It's about the value. We are divine beings. We are not just this flesh suit. We are so much more. So I'm going to end it right there. I hope that this helps somebody and that it brings people. I just wanted to just make you think about what I'm talking about. I'm trying to see if there is anything else that I wanted to share. I think that's it for now. I'll go into more parts of this subject, but I think I'm gonna leave it right here, and I'll leave you guys with a message for the collective of what Spirit wants to share with y'all. Okay, so this is my oracle. I love this oracle. It's a Divine Beloved. Spirit, please give me a message for the collective of what divine beloved messages need to be heard at this moment in time. All right. Thank you very much. So the bottom of the deck is support. The right help will come. So for those who are listening, understand, know that the right help will come. It says, allow me, divine beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it's safe to offer all to your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help always comes. So it's about having faith. That's a message for me too. Look at that. Look at that. I know it's backwards, but it says women of faith. Okay, so the card is challenge. I embrace all tests. Allow me to flow with what cannot change. Let me embrace all tests and release any fear of loss, knowing that all can be replenished with ease by divine will. So whoever needs to hear that message, it may help with your journey back to wholeness, back to balancing who it is that you are, okay? Oh, I need to show you guys the support card. That's the support card. I think the cards are so beautiful. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this message, and I hope that it gives you like a perspective of like what's going on and how it is that you can help to heal yourself. And I'm gonna end it right here. So giving honor to the divine cosmic mother, this is the Priestess Infinite Prime signing off.